This is the infamous island, known as Little St. James, also called Epstein Island, spread across 72 acres. The island had almost every luxury imaginable, from high-end resorts and private docks to libraries and a private cinema. The world's most powerful and influential people were frequent visitors here. But behind the facade of parties and vacations, a horrifying reality was hidden. Reports revealed that underage children were exploited under the cover of elite gatherings. Investigators later claimed that underground tunnels existed on the island. These tunnels were allegedly built for specific purposes, either to allow staff to move unnoticed across the island or to serve as escape routes, exclusively for elite guests. The real victims were underage girls and their parents. However, the sheer power and influence of the people involved made it nearly impossible for anyone to speak out, at least for many years. That silence finally broke in March 2005, when a brave girl named Courtney Wild filed the first official complaint against Jeffrey Epstein at the Palm Beach Police Department in Florida. As police, the FBI, and other investigative agencies dug deeper, the evidence they uncovered was terrifying. It included names of powerful individuals, inappropriate photographs, and flight logs showing repeated trips to Epstein Island. These documents later became known as the Epstein Files. But the biggest questions remained. Who was Jeffrey Epstein? Where did his enormous wealth come from? How did he build connections with the most famous people in the world? What else did the FBI discover beyond the secret tunnels? And most importantly, was his death inside one of the most secure jails in America really a coincidence? Welcome once again to Mr. TV. Jeffrey Epstein started as an ordinary mathematics teacher in the 1970s, working at the Dalton School, but his real base was Wall Street. He gained the trust of billionaires like Leslie Wexner, the owner of Victoria's Secret, and began managing their money with massive commissions and elite friendships. Epstein built a real estate empire from New York to Florida. But behind this glamorous life was a dark truth. Using his wealth and power, Epstein preyed on innocent underage girls. To the world, he was a billionaire. In reality, he was a dangerous criminal. From Manhattan's largest private mansion to a 75,000-acre ranch in New Mexico and luxury apartments in Paris, Epstein lived like royalty. Yet his true kingdom was a 72-acre private island in the Caribbean. Little St. James. Epstein traveled there using his private jet, famously nicknamed the Lolita. Express claims emerged that globally powerful figures visited the island and that underage girls were targeted. Among Epstein's connections were some of the most powerful faces on Earth. Bill Clinton reportedly flew on Epstein's private jet multiple times, including international trips. Donald Trump was once his neighbor and friend in the 1990s. Though their relationship later collapsed, the biggest shock hit the British royal family. Prince Andrew was accused of abusing Virginia Giuffre when she was 17. Allegedly, at Epstein's request, a photograph of Prince Andrew with Virginia went viral worldwide, forcing him to step down from royal duties and later settled the case financially, losing his royal titles. From Bill Gates to Hollywood celebrities, Epstein's social circle was vast. The FBI recovered CDs and photographs from his homes, raising suspicions that he was blackmailing powerful individuals. Though no official client list was ever found, the scandal first exploded in 2005, but what followed became one of the greatest failures of the justice system. In 2008, instead of facing life in prison, Epstein secured a secret deal with the help of then U.S. Attorney Alexandra Acosta. Victims were kept in the dark, and Epstein received only an 18-month sentence with VIP treatment. He worked during the day and returned to jail only to sleep, and was released after just 13 months. This deal protected not only Epstein, but also his powerful associates. However, Epstein's arrogance became his downfall. Media exposed the deal, victims found their voices, and lawsuits followed. In 2019, Epstein was arrested again. This time, bail was denied. But before the trial could begin, the world was shaken once more. On August 10, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in New York. Officials ruled it a suicide. Yet the circumstances were suspicious. CCTV cameras malfunctioned, guards were asleep, and Epstein had been removed from suicide watch. A single phrase echoed across America: Epstein didn't kill himself. Attention then turned to his closest associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, daughter of British media tycoon Robert Maxwell. She was accused of recruiting, grooming, and trafficking underage girls for Epstein. In July 2020, Maxwell was arrested in New Hampshire. In 2022, she was sentenced to 20 years in prison, with the judge stating clearly, This is punishment for crimes against children. After Epstein's death, over $121 million was distributed to more than 150 survivors through a victim compensation fund. Yet the Epstein Files continued to shake the world. In 2025, political pressure mounted to release more documents. New emails, codenames, and flight records reignited controversy, exposing how deep the network truly ran. Even today, over 1 million pages remain sealed. A battle continues between courts, governments, and powerful interests, some seeking truth, others hiding behind victim privacy. Jeffrey Epstein is gone, but the shadow of his crimes still looms over the world's most powerful people. This story began with the silent courage of one child in 2005 and has now become one of the largest corruption and abuse scandals in modern history. Money and power can hide crimes, but they cannot erase them. Thank you for watching Mr. TV. Like, share, and support the channel. See you in the next powerful video.